Hello everybody, welcome to the FTOG server. ToddytheBody here. How's it going today? Do you notice something different about me? Do you notice? You don't notice? Oh, yeah, of course. It's that I'm not using the lava charm. From whatever mod it came from, I am finally using the gifts that Link the Killer had given me. The Band of Mana and the Terra, I am so bad at saying this, Truncator. Yep, Terra Truncator. So, now we're finally using it. I need lots of spruce for some of my crafting recipes, so let me get those. Oh, that's so cool to watch. And always at my base, I'm using this cherry wood, so I need lots of that. So let's go ahead and cut some more of that down. Yes. Okay, great. Now I've got all that I need for now. Alright, let's get this into our thing there. Alright, let's see here. What else? So, I think it was last episode, maybe? Yeah, I think it was last episode. I was talking about the wheat and how it's so yellow. And I need something to break it up, so we did the scarecrow. And just so you know, it did not help that piece grow at all. Like, I wasn't just sitting here waiting for it to grow, but I was doing other things and did not grow. Anyway, so Grok had linked a video for me to watch about wheat fields and how to make them look a little bit better. So let's see if we can help ourselves a little bit. We're gonna get some grass blocks. Get those grass blocks. Alright, and then we'll put this up here. And I've also made a Rod of the Shifting Crust. That's like the Wand of Equal Exchange or Focus of Equal Exchange or however it's called. So we're going to right click on the grass, and then we're going to go out here and we're going to find little patches like here. We'll do this. Yeah, that looks good. Now I don't know if I can just do the farmland or if it has to be regular, but let's go ahead and see. If you do the right click, it will do a whole big patch, but if you do left click, it will do one at a time. Okay, and it looks like, hit it, there we go. It looks like you can do just that. Now that farmland that came up, did it come up as dirt? Oh yeah, it does, because it doesn't silk touch or anything. It comes up as like if you were to just punch it or hit it with a regular axe or whatever. Pretty much not silk touch is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so let's do it in a few more spaces. I think maybe over here would be good. So just like that. There we go. Yeah, that's all awesome. Okay, so let's hit these. Okay, ketchup server. Ketchup and mustard. And there. And then now what I want to do is I'll probably come back later and try to get some, do some more. But now what I want to do is I want to hit it with some bone meal. Running out a little bit. So let's get like that much. Change that to bone meal, and then we'll start getting some of these areas. No, don't break that. Okay. Like that, and then maybe even like grow a little bit of grass, tall grass. There we go. Okay, now let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it does break it up. I like that. I do. So I'm gonna probably get some more in there and along the sides, and then I might show it to you next time. Let's go and check out what the progress is over in the New Britannia area. Okay, I was just over at the Britannia area, but it rained and then it stopped real quick, which is good, but it seems to rain quite often, or at least try to start to rain quite often, and if you sleep, it resets the rain timer for a little bit longer. So I'm just going to come over here and sleep real quick. That's why I have like the charm in the bed and everything still set up over here, and I think maybe some people have gotten rid of their beds. But anyways, we're going to take care. There's a sign up there. Let's see what we got here. More sticks than you can shake a stick at. Okay, Grok. Awesome. So I'm hoping that these are sticks. It's all taped up and ready for me to move, but I just can't wait. I can't wait till Christmas. I want to shake the stick right now. So let's see here. Is this not a sneaky? Yes. Yes. All right. Let's. Oh, it gets only a couple at a time. Yes, lots of sticks. This is gonna be great. Fulfill all of my fantasies. Alright, let's put all those there. Uh-oh. Okay, we're still alive. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I can't wait. Okay. Let's turn off the weather station. Let's hit the rain. And then get some night on so that we can reset this timer for a little bit longer. And nighttime? There's nighttime. Yes, sleeping on the sticks. Get on. Oh, I picked them all up. Uh-oh, are we stuck in our bed? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're logged back on and everything. Okay, got our sleep, got the timer reset and everything. Thanks again, Grok. I love the sticks. I hate making sticks. Love to have the sticks all over my face. Okay, let's head to the Botania area. All the way this way. You know, this base is getting so big, it is almost driving me to fly around it instead of use a pathing and everything. So I wonder if that was the goal. Is that the goal, to make it so big that you just don't want to walk it anymore? Because look at all these paths. And like, we still have area to go. We can go this way and every. Anyways, let's get on with our episode. What I want it to do, I do have a bigger project, but I just wanted to see how something looked real quick. Let's get that. Alright. There. I just wanted to see if like it would look any better if we outlined some of this. Kind of like this here. You go around the edges. If it catches up, there we go. Alright. What do you think? I think that looks a little bit better. I wish this was a little bit wider so that you can kind of dip down. But it's not. And that's okay. We will use what we have. Alright. Clear the inventory. Oh, these things were popping out all over the place. Yeah, I can tell. You can already see what's going on here. There we go. Okay. So last we left off, I was in this room here. Now I need to decorate these rooms. And you know what? Don't let me fall into this trap. We are now underground. I have been trying to avoid digging or building underground. I mean, building underground, because you don't have to build an outside. So you just kind of, you know, if your goal is to be more aesthetic and like have buildings and stuff, underground is your enemy, because then you don't have to really build a building anymore. All you do is you dig out a room just like this, a boring white room, and that's it. You move on to the next project, right? So when we get our infrastructure set up, we are going to have to do something else about these rooms. And I'm kind of wondering if the bottom dome was a good idea or not, because now I don't have to build an outside. I should have built something up on land. So anyways, here we are. I dug this out and made it a white room. And I was doing some experimenting in here, making some progress that maybe you don't want to see, like, you know, apothecary. You know, I got my beginning mana. How much did I actually get in there? Because I threw, like, this was empty after I moved everything outside. We'll talk about here. So not too much. Let's get some more. Whoop. That's not what I want to do. It seems backwards. It seems like shift click should be like one at a time. And just a regular click should be a stack at a time. So I want to throw them inside the pool. Let's just throw them right there. There we go. That should eat them up. Alright, and then for lighting, I'm using the runestones from Roots mod. And to get more flowers, I use this guy over here. If you put it next to a pool, then it will take the mana from the pool and it'll start planting Botania flowers in different places. So we're going to pick that up so it doesn't just do that all over the place. Yep. Alright. Petal. Petal. Alright. And then up there. Great. So yeah, so I made some progress into this room and then I started moving out into here. So let's see what we have here. What do we have going on? I've moved away from the Endo Flames, I guess they're called, and now we're using the Thermal Lilies, and I am using the lava generator from Actually Additions. I'm just going to put this stuff in here. From Actually Additions. There we go on each side, and they're using lenses, and the lenses are the velocity and the potency. lens stuck together, and it seems to not bottleneck, which is great. Like when, okay, this guy just started. Here, let's check it out. See, by themselves, this mana spreader would fill up all the way, and you would be wasting mana. But with that lens, it's not so. So with the 6 of them here, it seems like that there's, most of the time, always, there is some sort of mana moving in over to this direction. Now it's a little cramped over here. I don't think this is where I'm going to keep it, but just like I had this room over here to progress a little bit in the mod, now I'm going to be using out here maybe to progress a little bit in the mod, and then probably move everything again when I get access to more of the advanced features of Botania. Alright, so today I wanted to automate the runes. Now, I just want to say that as I was on here and like getting ready and everything, T3chn0 J0ck started talking about how he's automating the runes. And then I was thinking, oh man, okay, well, I guess I won't automate the runes. But then I was also thinking, like, Grok showed in one of his latest videos, depends on when this one comes out, showed in one of his latest videos having these bright glimmering flowers here. So that's what I'm using for light in this room. I still have a little bit of, some dark spots, but at least I don't have any of the red anymore. And if you can see in the top left hand corner, I have a peaceful mod going on, or peaceful module from Rftools. It's underneath the floor right here. If I didn't say that last time, I don't think I did. But anyways, he set up where you can automate the empowering setup here from Actually Additions, but with refined storage, and I did it with Rftools. So saying that, there's more than one way to automate things and stuff, and I believe that T3chn0 is going to be doing it a different way than I am. He's still going to be using Rftools controls, but not controls. But I think he's doing it differently than me. So, not that I've even set anything up yet. See, this is testing, so clear that. Anyways, I think what I'm going to do, so that you don't have to watch me, is I'm going to work on a little bit of the program, and then come back and show you what is going on with it. Okay guys, it is messy, but I think I have something working now. So let's go ahead and demonstrate it. I've set up one recipe, and then I'll set up another one on camera with you. So we've got Rune of Water, and then you hit the button, and then it should make it. So we're going to hit this button, and then we're going to go over here. We're going to look, and we're going to say, hey, how come it's not making anything? And that's because I forgot to put my recipe back in. So now that we're over here, let's go ahead and hit save. Grab that and then come over here, put that in, and then now we can clean up our inventory and then hit this button. And now hopefully it does it. Okay, so we'll put the items in. Alright, and then it's getting its mana. I got a little comparator over here. Right now it's getting a signal of 1, which is actually doing nothing because it's accepting mana. I actually have it set so that when it gets a signal of 2, when it's ready to craft, then it does something, which is to put the block there, and then it hits it with the wand. Hit it with the wand. There it is. And then it gets picked up by this thing and sent over to this collection chest. Now, like I said, it's messy. I think this is more of a concept, and then I'll clean it up later. So here are the results. I didn't really show you that. I guess I should have. Look, it's empty. All right, and whoop. Now we're gonna do this, and it's gonna do its thing. See? And in the meantime, I'm gonna come over here and take those 2 out of my inventory. And it's going to fill up with mana. It's almost there, and then it's gonna say, hey, it's done with the mana, let's put a living rock on. There it is. And then it's gonna hit it with the wand that's underneath. Do it. There it is, and then it gets sucked up and then put into this chest right there. You saw it. See? Alright, so now I want to do one on camera with you, and that is going to take one of these button modules, control, which I should have made beforehand, but I didn't. So let's get 2 of these. 2. If I want to do it in the screen, each one I guess is going to take, each rune is going to take one of these buttons. Okay, got that. Alright, so I've got one. And then I need to link it with the processor that has a program, so that's a shift right click. We're going to throw it inside there. And then this one's going to be the Rune of Fire. Rune of Fire. I think it's called that. If the other one is water, then this one should be fire, and we're going to get a nice red color. Yeah, there we go. And the button, once again, we'll do engage. And the signal we'll set as fire. Alright, there we go. So right now it should do nothing. So let's go inside here. I've made all of the programming. This is the basic auto crafting program right here, and I just have it for a few items like fishing rods and carpet and stuff. These two items go into making runes. Eventually I'm going to automate those into the rune crafting process also, but right now I don't have it. I just have to look to see if I have those items or not. This is something that was added on that like say if you have a bucket of water recipe and then you use it and then you get the bucket left over, what this does is that it will, this is usually the end of the crafting process for the auto crafting. It will check to see if there are any items in the crafting table, the workbench, and if there are greater than 0, then it will go up here and it will take those items out, and then it will go through again until there are actually 0, which means that it will finish. But that's a different thing. Alright, so we're getting a signal. What the signal event does is that if you get a signal from another part of the program, like say this opcode here, or from a sign it says in there, or I mean Rftools screen, then it will start the event. Okay, so then the event that we are going to do, or at least for the water one, was the water signal, and then it starts the craft, you know, rune of the water, and it looks for the inventory with the crafting recipes, and that's this one here. This one here I have has the fire recipe. There it is. So I'm going to put that right inside there. And then it goes on to the next one, which says where are the crafting cards, and I already showed that, and it says what do you want to craft, and I'm going to do rune of the water, which we're going to change it to rune of fire. And I swore I picked up a rune of fire. Where is that rune? Did I put it back? Did I put it in here? Where did this thing go? Alright, I'll just grab this one off. There we go. Okay. Back over here. Okay, so it's going to be Rune of Fire. Which slots in the processor do you want to put it in? Slots 1 through 6, because the runes only take around 6 different items. Alright, let's go back into here. Hit R. See, this one takes 5 though. So 1 through 6 will be okay. Alright. And then after it puts them in the processor, then we are going to push the items into another inventory. Slots 1 through 6 in the processor, we're going to change it or push it into the altar inventory, which is this inventory right here. See, altar. And it's going to push into a chest that's behind here. See? Whoop, there we go. See? Chest. And then there's a conduit. This is actually a conduit facade you can see, and it's pushing it into this automatic precision dropper from Actual Editions. So this is always pushing things out and kind of dropping things. So since it's dropping this way, it counts as being dropped onto here, so then it goes into the altar and does that thing. The altar will send a signal of 1 if it's accepting mana, which I'm not doing anything with, and it'll send a signal of 2 if it's ready to get crafted. Underneath here is a mechanical user, and inside there I have this, and it works on a pulse, and it's use item on block, which is how we get the actual rune, like the final step to craft once it gets the signal. You can see this block is also a conduit facade, which has a redstone conduit that's sending a signal from the node to the mechanical user. And then once it's crafted, it gets picked up by this ranged collector, and I have it whitelisted for only the 2 types of runes. Okay, and then that will get pushed into the node, into the processor, and then get pushed up again into the collection chest where I've been getting these runes. Right. Alright, I'm just trying to make it fast so that we don't go too long, because I know that I can talk too long when we start doing these things. Alright, so we have where it's going to push into the altar, the slots 1 through 6, and then the item conduit's going to pull those out and then push them over to the the precision dropper, which is going to put them onto the hopper. And then once they're on the hopper, it's going to start collecting mana. And then while it's collecting mana, it's going to read the redstone level of the side, which is this side. And it's reading the redstone signal pretty much of this. And what it's looking for is if the redstone signal is equal to 2. You see, if it's at 1, it's not going to do anything. That means false, and it's just going to go down and wait for a second, and then it's going to go back around and check, and then tell the program if it's 1 or 2. And if it's 1, it's just going to keep on going around and around in circles. But once it gets to 2 and it's equal, it's going to go onto the true side, which means that it's going to grab some living rock from our main inventory storage, which is all of this stuff here. And it is going to push it into the processor, and it's going to put it into slot 0. And then I'm going to have that slot 0 emptied, see, slot 0 emptied, into the altar on the west side, which is the same as like all the initial ingredients. It's going to be pushed also, and the precision dropper will also put the living rock onto the altar to make it ready to go. Okay, so then once it gets pushed onto the living rock gets pushed onto the altar, it's going to wait 5 seconds, I guess, just to make sure that it's on there, you know, because when it gets pushed onto the altar, it kind of flies up into the air for like a split second, and then it lands, and then it's ready. So 5 seconds, and then it's going to set the redstone signal to 15 on the bottom side, which is going to go through that conduit, the redstone conduit, and then hit the mechanical user, and it's going to be on for 5 ticks, so pretty quick, you know, almost a pulse, a little bit longer actually, like if you're looking at a repeater. And then it's going to set it to 0, so it's going to turn it off again. We don't have a pulse opcode in Rftools Control, so this is how you do a pulse. You got to turn it on, wait, turn it off. And then we're going to wait even longer. We're going to wait 20 ticks, so 1 second, so it doesn't seem like much. And we're going to grab whatever is inside. Oh, okay, so it wants to grab a specific item. Do I have to grab a specific item? You know what? Let's try this. Let's grab this, because I would like it to just grab whatever. Get that in there, save, and then put it back. And then now we are going to get that going, and then see if it completes okay. But anyways, it's going to grab what's inside the hopper. I keep calling it a hopper, the range collector. And it's going to push it into slot 0 in the processor, and then it's going to grab the items from slot 0 and push it into this chest here. And then that completes it. Awesome, right? So now I want to see if we did get them. Okay, so we don't have to specify anything. So here's how you're going to copy these things. And man, is it gonna get here? Let me just. Yeah, it did it. Okay. So I'm gonna have to click each one of these so I can copy and paste this guy. And we got it. Okay. So then now I'm going to hit Control C to copy, and then I'm going to go down, and I'm going to do Control V to paste, and there we go again. And then we're just going to change some of these variables. We're going to change that to fire for the fire rune. We're going to change this to rune of fire instead of water. Bam, there we go. So this is going to be pretty quick compared to what we just went through. Fire, okay, yep. And let's see, I don't think anything different here. And then this is the living rock, so that should be the same. And comes back around, and I think that is it. I think the only thing you have to change is the signal and then the 2 crafting recipes that you're doing. Or not the 2, the 1 crafting recipe, but in the 2 different opcodes. So I'm thinking that should be fine. So let's grab this once again so that we can copy it, save. There we go. Alright, put that inside. And then now we should be able to do the fire one. Hopefully, fire. Okay. Okay, I did it all. It was just weird. So it's going to get the mana. This is actually working out pretty well. You can see I've been at this doing the coding part pretty long, that I filled up these two pools, and it's on its way to fill up that one. Where are we at here? Okay, so it should do the finishing. There's the living rock, and then hit it with the wand. There it is. And there's the fire runes. Sweet. Alright, so now I don't have an infinite amount of space here. I can only go down this far. I can get one more rune in here, so I'll have to figure out how to do that, and then let you all know how that happened. I'll probably have to use up more program cards to get it to go, but I think that'll be fine. Yep, we'll just have to allocate some different spaces here. Anyways, I think I am going to call it there. And yeah, I guess I'll see you all next time. Hopefully I can clean this up for you so it's a little bit more, I don't know, this looks like a mess to me. I can't have this here. It's gonna be moved. Alright, thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.